Look, I think it comes as no surprise that right now right-wing parties across Europe are leading the polls, not just in the UK, but countries including France and Germany have seen right-wing parties surge in popularity, particularly over immigration policies and high inflation that's being reported in the Wall Street Journal. Hillary, I suspect that this is going to continue.
Well, yes, and actually, I take umbrage, and it's not you, Gabriella. It's over the world. There's this connotation or this labeling of right wing parties as if there's something so extreme. I think it's centrist
True.
actually to want your nation to be for your people that are born there, to want to have law and order, and to want to have benefits given to those that are paid into the system and pay their taxes versus those that come and basically are stealing and invading. Why is that considered right wing? I don't understand why that should be considered right wing. Now, you're absolutely right. Now, there are some countries which already have, in quotes, I'll quote in quotes, right wing governments, and that would be the Netherlands, definitely Finland now. And I believe France is leaning that way. Marie Le Pen has this new up and coming from Italy already is. And I think that you're seeing a wave across Europe. And I think of the 27 countries, look at Poland, for example. Poland doesn't accept any illegals, and it is safe to walk the streets there at night. And they have one of the lowest crime rates in Europe, Gabriella.
Look, Hillary, the director of Harry Potter 1 and 2, Chris Columbus, has cast doubt over a cast reunion, suggesting that it's because he doesn't agree with J.K. Rowling's position on trans issues. He's labelled her views around gender unfortunate, and that he suggested he just doesn't agree with them. J.K. Rowling has responded to this in a post saying, "As another man who once worked with me declares himself saddened by my beliefs on gender and sex, I thought it might be useful to compile a list of handy references. Which of the following do you imagine makes actors and directors who aren't involved with the HBO reboot of Harry Potter so miserable? Is it my belief that women and girls should have their own public changing rooms and bathrooms? That women should retain female-only rape crisis centres? That men don't belong in women's sports? That female prisoners shouldn't be incarcerated with violent men and male sex offenders? That women should remain in a protected class in law because they have sex-specific needs and issues? That language should reflect reality rather than ideological jargon, especially in a medical context." And it goes on. She also references that the freedom of speech and the freedom of speech and belief are essential to a pluralistic democratic society. It goes on, but she makes an excellent point, just calling out how outrageous this is from Chris Columbus.
Oh, yeah, it is. And I think also, don't forget, how did he make his money? How did the entire cast, and by the way, many members of the cast have actually sided with her previously and have made that public. But how on earth, Gabriella, do they make their money? If it wasn't for J.K. Rowling and the Harry Potter movies, they wouldn't have made all that money. So I think that that's actually extremely sad. And again, yet again, people should be able to do whatever they want in their bedrooms. And if people have, a condition where they think they're a different gender, and if they keep it very private, they want to, I just think what people want to do privately, but then to impose it on other people. And like you said, quoted her there, to impose different genders being in different bathrooms, making people uncomfortable, and particularly take umbrage to sports like in the Olympics when that young Italian girl had her nose knocked out of joint. I think it's very wrong. And I actually admire J.K. Rowling for standing up for what she believes in.
Me too. Hillary Fordwich, thank you so much for your time. It was great to speak to you again.
Pleasure.